Welcome to Dave TV. How you doing, everybody? It's the 12th of September, 2014, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Just wanted to do a shout out to Nick and Dan. Nick and Dan. Dan the man. Nick is a longtime DCR TV contributor. About half the mailbag postings are from Nick. And now Nick's a cool guy. He kind of hangs around the restaurant area. He floats around the restaurant area, and I'll see him like out in the parking lot. You know, and he's driving his friend Dan around, and he's apparently moved right next street over. Dan has moved in, and Nick's setting up a big media room for him in the basement, and so we'll be seeing a lot more of Nick. So, just wanted to make a shout out to Nick and Dan. Oh, hi. How you doing? Where's my cat? So anyhow, as you all know, I cut the cord the other day. So I told Comcast to take their DVR and shove it, you know where, because they jacked up my rates like $60. I went from a promotional rate to a regular rate, and then they wouldn't give me the continuation of it, and they said, sorry. The funny thing was, though, when I called them up, they didn't even make an argument to continue. Usually they'll say, well, look, you could cut back your level of service, and we'll move you into a different internet tier, and we'll do this and that, and it will only be a little bit of an increase. But no, they couldn't do it. They just said, sure, we'll cut your service. That's fine. No problem. That's it. So that's what I did. So, you know, as I say, for someone who hasn't watched cable TV in 3 months, losing it is like no big change. But you say, Dave, what are you going to do without all those shopping channels? What are you going to do without all those shopping channels? Wait a minute. You know what? I don't have to do without them at all. Because, look at that. There's HSN, and there's no cable. Why? Because it's Channel 66. Channel 66 has 3 shopping channels on its sub-channels. There's a shop channel. There's a HSN. And, of course, QVC. So all those are right there. Even if you don't have cable, you don't have to give up your home shop. If you love home shopping, it's all right there. So isn't that cool? Let's see what the movie is today on movies. Da 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 da. See what the cool movie is. See if it'll come in. I don't know. Ooh, it looks like an old Western. Let's see, if I hit the info button, let's see, it's One Foot in Hell. That's where you're going if you have Comcast. That's Comcast new motto. Comcast new motto. 1 foot in hell. So anyhow, how y'all doing, everybody? Okay, so here's today's style section. In the really quality journalism Washington Post. Why is this man smirking? Big article on Bill Maher. And then, look on the back page. Oh, look, it's a full-page ad for Bill Maher's show. So if you actually open up the paper and hold it up like this, you can actually see them both together. Look at that. It's all right there. Same page. Yeah, is there a connection? Did HBO say, hey, we'll put a big advertisement in your in your paper if you write a big cushy article about Bill Maher? Do you think the Washington Post would do something like that? And then, of course, look at this. Oh, okay, let's get rid of that ad. I hate doing this because then I can never see what I'm doing here. Let's move these all around. If you go to the Washington Post website, there is Bill Maher right on the smack top of the page. And I presume there's going to be let's see if I go there, am I going to get an HBO ad that comes up? No, I don't, but I'm sure there's an HBO ad somewhere on this thing. I don't know. But anyhow, you know, just more of that quality Washington Post there. What a great paper, huh? I don't know. And then where's Paul Farhi? I mean, I haven't seen a Paul Farhi byline in the Post since mid-August. So either, the Washington Post reporters, they get a lot of vacation time. I think they get 2 months. If you work at the Washington Post, you get 2 months of vacation time. At least if you're a reporter there. And so maybe he's just taking one of his 2 months of report. That's the thing. You work 10. It's the 10-2 system at the Washington Post. You work 10 months, you get 2 months off. For every 10 months you work, you get 2 months off. And it's paid vacation, right? I mean, and then they pay. Where do you want to go? Okay, we'll pay you to go there. You want to go to the Rush Limbaugh Resort. The Rush Limbaugh Resort in the Dominican Republic to see some Dominican chick boys. They'll pay to go there. In fact, that's where Paul Farhi was. Wasn't Paul Farhi in the Dominican Republic back when the news broke about a year ago that Jeffrey Bezos was buying the paper, and they had to fly him back and do some secret hush-hush thing because he was the dude who wrote up the article. But now where is he? Paul Farhi's kind of disappeared. I hope he hasn't been kidnapped or something. I don't know, man. Maybe he's been demoted. Maybe he's down in the maybe he's down at the Springfield plant bundling papers. They have him down there tying up bundles of papers. I don't know, man. I don't know. So I get some more, more email stuff where radio people get fired or get canned or something bad happens to them, and then they start to post anonymous messages on the mailbag. Oy Gavalt. We've been having a lot more of that lately, and I don't know. Here's what I have to say. If you're reading the mailbag and it's about posts about you or someone you love or it doesn't have anything to do with you, but you think it's tasteless, copy the entire post. Okay, you know how you do that on Windows? You hit the Control-C button or whatever. You highlight it and right-click it and say copy. And then you paste that in an email to me and say, Dave, I think this particular post on your mailbag is tasteless. And show me exactly what post, or at least write the first sentence of the post out so I can identify it. Because a lot of times people will send me a post saying, or an email saying, I think that post about such and such was bad. And I'm like, well, yeah, but there's 6 posts about such and such. So send me the specific link or the specific first line or the whole post and say, this is what I think is bad. And I usually drop stuff. But the thing is this, when I'm reading through posts, a lot of times people use humor and stuff like that and sarcasm, and it's hard for me to sometimes tell whether something's in really malicious taste or they're just being funny. So, if you read it a different way than I read it, let me know, and as I say, most of the time anybody flags a post, I usually drop it just to be on the safe side. So, if you're out there and you're a radio dude or what, a radio gal, and somebody's done something nasty, whatever, that's fine. All right. The other big news, well, there's more rumors today that CBS Radio is going to be selling more of its stations. So somebody sends me an email today saying, could that be some Washington stations? Could WNEW or WJFK be on the market? I said I kind of doubt that because CBS, as we first reported here on DCRTV back in the spring or early summer, they're having a whole new facility built for them in downtown DC there by Nats Park, 2 blocks from Nats Park. So I don't think CBS is going to sell any of its 5 or 6 stations here in the Washington market because they're building a whole new facility. I just can't see that happening. If CBS is going to sell stations, it's going to be in smaller markets. Now, there was a rumbling that came out a couple years ago that CBS was actually thinking, it was mentioned that Baltimore market was one of the markets mentioned for selling stations. I would like to tell Kerry Pahigian, I think that's his name, I don't know how do you pronounce Pahigian, Michigan, Kerry Pahigian. He's the new guy over there at Hearst Radio in Baltimore, struggling with WBAL, struggling to save that old grande dame of Baltimore radio. She's sick. She's got osteoporosis, and he's trying to save her. And the way he can save her is moving her to FM. Well, if CBS is thinking of selling their stations, maybe he should make a good deal. CBS has, what do they have, 3 FMers in Baltimore. They have 106.5, 105.7, whatever. What's the other one? 101.9. Okay, why doesn't CBS just sell all of its stations to Hearst? And then Hearst can then take those stations. They could own the sports talker. They could move BAL to one of those signals, probably, well, I don't know. They're all doing well. I mean, what, you want to get rid of Light 102 or whatever they call it, or Mix 106.5. I don't know, but CBS could, I mean, Hearst could do that, put BAL on one of those signals and have the sports talker and the news talker and then another music station or whatever. I don't know. It might work. You know, I would say if anybody would be interested in buying CBS's Baltimore stations, Hearst would definitely be there. But, you know, who knows? Maybe Hearst could just say, you know, we're a television company. We don't really have radio. We have 2 radio stations that it's all over. Our Hearst, that's the only 2 radio stations they own in the whole country is the 2 stations in Baltimore, 98 Rock and BAL. Why don't we just get rid of those 2 stations, sell them to Clear Channel or something, you know, which would probably make more sense. And let Clear Channel worry about BAL. Anyway, what would happen then if Clear Channel, well, I don't know. You know, they could put Rush Limbaugh back on BAL, you know. What would happen to CBN? I don't know. Whatever. All right, folks. Thanks for watching Dave TV for the 12th of September. The 12th of September. Oh, what am I wearing today? Yeah, camo pants. Camo pants. There we go. These are actually 30s, but they, you know, I have to belt them up because I'm getting just, I'm just so lean and mean. A lean and mean media blogging machine. That's what I is. Okay, and again, continuing that shout out to Nick and Dan. Nick got really mad at me the other day because he took me out to lunch or bought me some sandwiches over there at Starbucks and said, all I wanted you to do a shout out. And I went, sure. And I forgot. He said he was going to sue me. I said, yeah, right. All right, folks. Thanks for watching Dave TV for the 12th of September. Book Dano.